Hello everyone, and welcome again to another LEGO Bionicle video. For today guys, we are going to be doing part 4 of our Overlord Makuta build. Now guys, this is not necessarily a build, however, this is to do with the stickers and of course the fabric. So we've practically finished building the set itself. And I've already added some of the stickers, but I'll show you guys that later. And of course, you can see here, there's just a bunch of arts and craft stuff here because we of course need to put on the fabric and add some more stickers to him. So then he is fully 100% complete. I'll start off with the fabric, guys. So you can see here that I have bought this fabric here. And of course, you can see it has a bit of a shine on the side. However, I'm going to be using the inside of it. And I have to say, guys, the fabric is on point. What I mean by that, guys, I got it exactly, or I tried to get it exactly the same to his, I guess his armor color. Of course, you know, with the trans purple and the one on his toes. So I tried to get the exact same color, and I guess this was the closest color I could get. And of course, I got it from my local fabric store. And this is of course in New Zealand, but I'm sure you guys will be able to find some sort of fabric. Now I bought about half a meter just in case I screw it up, but you know, of course we don't want any screw ups, so that's why I kind of bought a lot more than I should. But I bought it reasonably cheap, only for about $3 New Zealand dollars, so I'm pretty happy about that. And that's one of the things that you will be needing. So another material that's quite important to have, guys, of course for the stickers, is known as adhesive paper. Now guys, this is double-sided adhesive paper, or also known as sticky paper. So both sides are sticky, of course, so then we can actually attach on the stickers, and of course attach the stickers onto the actual body pieces. And these are going to be quite important. I think I bought about 4 of them. They did come in one packet, and I got it reasonably cheap. I think for about $2 to $3 New Zealand dollars. But I'm sure you guys can find this in your local arts and crafts store, because of course what we need to do is we're going to be tracing and obviously trying to make the shape of the actual sticker, so then we can actually place it on like so. So this is obviously a very important piece as well. Next thing, guys, you will be needing our felt tip pens. Now I got this reasonably cheap. There was a sale on these actual felt tip pens, and I got this, and this is called I think a watermark pen, but it's water-based pigment. But I should have gotten a permanent vivid marker, but I don't know, I just didn't get one, so I got one of these ones instead. I got 1.3 millimeters, so then of course I can get those nice fine lines. And then I got this gold one right here, of course, just for the circles, and I guess I can add other streaks and dots as well. Kind of customize my own stickers myself, or the fabric, you know, kind of do my own thing. But of course, try follow on from the actual pattern that John Ho has actually created. So here you can see, guys, are the stickers that I already kind of used already. And now I was actually quite thankful enough to find someone on the actual TTV forum page, obviously looking at the Overlord Makuta topic, was the fact that someone actually put up the link to find these stickers here, and I was very thankful enough to actually, I guess, click on it and find the stickers. And I bought them reasonably cheap, I think for about 80 cents. And obviously I bought other Bricklink parts, obviously for the Overlord Makuta. But yeah, I'm sure you can find it on Bricklink. I'm not exactly sure on what it's called, but if you do want me to let you know, just send me an email and I'll definitely send it out to you guys, so then you know what type of stickers to get. So these are the stickers I'm meaning, guys. Of course you can see it on his leg right there, like so. And that's one of the stickers that John Ho has kind of used for the Overlord Makuta, and that's what I've done as well. You can also see it up here. There it is. I know it's kind of, you can't really see it as much, but I've attached it on like so. How can I show you a better image? There you go, guys. There is the other sticker as mentioned, and of course it did kind of stick out a bit, so what I had to do was I had to kind of cut out and shape it to the actual shield itself, so there weren't any I guess any holes or whatever, if that's the right way of putting it. But those are the stickers right there, guys, and yep, pretty easy enough to put on. Of course, on the other side, same thing as applies, so both sides have the exact same stickers like so. Of course, guys, another piece that's quite important to have is the sticker, I guess the sticker sheet as well, of course. And I did find this on the Overlord Makuta page on the TTV forum. However, when I did find it, there wasn't an updated version, and I was thankful enough to get an updated version from Thatch Match. I'm sure there is an updated version on the forum, but you have to just look for it somewhere. But I was thankful enough to get it from Thatch Match. Thank you, Thatch Mac, sorry. Thank you very much again for that. So here are the stickers, guys. They are to scale. I think from what Thatch Mac actually told me was that this one here, or the shield piece here, is just a bit smaller than the actual scale size. So if you can see here, here is the actual shield piece. It is just a bit smaller. You can just see there, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'm still gonna put it on, shouldn't be a problem. And then guys, what I've actually done is I thought of actually changing up the piece, because I know that they're gonna have 2 of these pieces on each side on the actual sticker, so one there and one on that side. I thought of changing it up a bit, and I printed out a 3D, actually, not 3D, an A3 size of it, and I'm just going to cut out this and stick it on like so, and then I might actually add the symbols around, of course, as well, just to kind of add something a bit different to his, I guess, his weapon, instead of having 2 of the same picture on the same weapon, you know. I guess change it up a bit, why not? But yeah, that's that. But you can see there, it's just a big A3 picture of it, but yeah, that's pretty much that. So now that I've told you what you actually need, guys, to actually create the stickers and the fabric, what we need to do now is we need to first cut out the actual sticker sheet. So here's the actual sticker sheet, the one that is to scale, of course, and I'm going to cut it out. Of course, I don't need these pieces since I've already attached it onto the Overlord already. I need to cut out these 2, this as well, this and this. These are very important, of course, and let's get started on that first. Just a tip when actually cutting out the circular bits, all you want to do is, guys, just make a little puncture in the middle, and of course just cut around, so then you get a nice circle, so then when you trace it on the actual cloth or the fabric, of course it's just much easier, so then you can just cut it out and it just makes life easier. Same thing applies for these little holes as well, but obviously take care when actually cutting. Of course, this may not look like the best cut, but this is just kind of like a model just to trace around, so I'm not really fussed. So you can see here, guys, I finally cut them all out, and I've cut them as accurately and as precise as possible. You can see here, this is for his skirting, of course, and I haven't actually made obviously holes there because I don't need to read. I'll do that later on. So that's there, that's 1. And here is 2. This is for his weapon, and I've tried to cut it out as best as possible. You can see it kind of has a bit of rough edges, but I'll just go over that with pen and try to cut it out as good as possible, of course, when I actually trace it around the fabric. So that's that. And then, of course, we have the for the shield, this piece right here, like so. And as mentioned, guys, I'm gonna be adding this one as well. So yep, so this one and that one. Of course, this will be the front. This will be for the back. I thought I'd change it up a bit. Why not, you know? Instead of just having 2 of the same image, you know, why not change it up a bit? And of course, here finally are the actual chest pieces. And then what we're going to do is, of course, we have to trace it around the actual sticker paper. So then we can actually stick it onto something. Because at the moment now, it's just paper, unfortunately. But I'm just going to go get the sticky paper or adhesive paper. And we'll start tracing it now. So here, guys, you can see that I'm going to be using a very sharp pencil. And now I actually had to use a craft knife just to get it really sharp. So then I'm only using the very tip of the actual pencil itself, because I don't want it to be blunt, and when I actually do trace it around the actual adhesive paper. So yeah, that's why, guys, I think it's recommended if you do get some sort of sharp, very sharp pencil. Of course, you can just get a sharpener, but it's really up to you. Okay, so I'm going to give it a go now, and we need to try trace around the sticker template, so then we get it on the adhesive paper, and see if we can obviously trace it really well. So then we get an exact or similar image, like so. So need to, I guess, hold it down from this angle. There we go. Okay, that's bad. Hold it down from here maybe. There we go. Keep holding it around, and then we should be okay, hopefully. And last bit. Of course, you're gonna have to do this with all the other pieces. It may be annoying, but it has to be done. So, oh crap! So you guys gotta be careful about that. So there. Oh damn it! And then right across, just like so. And as bad as that looks, yeah, that's kind of bad. I'm gonna have to repeat and try it again, but you guys get the idea. What I'll do is I'm just gonna jump cut, and I'll actually show you the end product. So there you have it, guys. There is my cutout on the adhesive paper. Now all we need to do now, guys, is to actually stick it onto this chest piece like so. And what will happen is, as soon as we place it on like that, of course I have to take out the the film, so then we get the stickery bit. Once I actually place it on like that, we leave it on for maybe about 10 to 20 seconds, and then we peel it off slowly, so then the actual adhesiveness or the stickiness actually stays on the chest piece, and then we can finally actually add on the other, or I should say actually add on the chest piece like so. Pretty simply enough, but I'll actually show you what I mean later on. So now guys, what you need to do is you need to peel off the, of course, the adhesive bit from the actual film, or these, you know, the not sticky bit. And then what we're gonna do is, guys, very, very carefully, you can see I already kind of smudged it a bit, and I did it wrong there, unfortunately, but let me wipe that off. Of course, normally, what you would normally do is you would actually put in alcohol, of course, to rub it in and get rid of any dust and all that stuff, but I'm not really fussed. So all we need to do is, guys, very carefully, is to attach it on. Now, how am I gonna do this? This is what I mean, guys. Unfortunately, with the actual, I guess with the actual sticker template, they're actually not to scale properly, and that kind of sucks. So I'm just gonna have to, you know, go with it. I can't really do much about it, and I'm just gonna have to stick it on. So all you need to do now is, guys, is to stick it on like so, and it should fit on the actual chest piece. So there you have it, guys. There is actually one piece of the actual. Oh man, I'm not really happy with it, to be honest, but then again, I can't do much. But there, guys, as you can see, is the actual sticker now. So we did put on the actual sticker adhesive on the actual chest piece, and now the actual sticker is on it like so. And I guess this is the best we can do, to be honest. And of course, you just need to do the same thing on the other side. Of course, unfortunately, this is not to scale, so that kind of sucks. I have to be honest, that does kind of suck. So there you have it, guys. There is a sticker on the chest piece, and I'm not really happy with it, to be honest. Because it's kind of out of scale, and of course you can kind of see that the adhesive is kind of sticking out a bit, but overall it's alright. It's not too bad, but of course I would have preferred it if it was in a, you know, of course, to scale, and if it just came with stickers, you know, but of course they don't come like that. But yeah, I'm fine with it. Now I'm just going to move on to the actual weapon. Same principle applies, guys, and I'll show you the end product. So finally, guys, here it is. Here is the actual sticker now on the actual shield. Of course, unfortunately, it is not legitimate, and I'm not really happy with it at all, of course. You can see there are creases everywhere, but I can't do much about it. I did find out that apparently of course, if you were to get the proper stickers, kind of like how Lego kind of gives you stickers in the sets, it would have cost me $110 New Zealand, and that's quite a lot of money, and I'm not really willing to spend that much just to get, obviously, legitimate stickers onto the actual set. So I guess this is the cheap way of doing it. It didn't cost me more than $8 New Zealand dollars, so I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, there's one, and of course, here is the other one like so. But now, guys, what we need to do is we're actually going to be doing the fabric next. So now, guys, as you can see in front of me, we are now looking at the fabrics. Of course, we know that's for his weapon, and that's for the front of his hip, or his hip, and that's kind of like a skirting there. Of course, what we need to do now is we just need to trace around it, and then we just need to cut it out. And of course, you can see here I'm using a black felt tip pen, and hopefully we do not fail at doing this. So let's give this a try. So there we have it, guys. As you can see, we have done it. I forgot to just obviously add the other hole there, but that's fine. Just kind of put a little dot there like that. But that's kind of what the I guess what the pattern should look like. And of course, now what we need to do is to actually cut it, and then I guess from there we should see if it actually fits properly on the actual weapon. And there you have it, guys. They are finally complete now. All we need to do is to now somehow attach them onto the actual weapon and to his body. Before I actually put on the actual skirting and all that stuff and the weapon fabric thingy, I just want to touch on actually what I've done. So you can see here, guys, I've added a gold outline around the actual fabric there, just to give it that nice kind of golden element, because obviously we know that purple goes well with gold, and because his main theme is gold and purple, of course, and black, but You can see here, guys, the purple and gold just go so well together. So I said to myself, hey, why not? And it looks pretty cool to me, to be honest. And of course, here for his skirting, you can see there, guys, I try to imitate as much as possible the John Ho design. So I went on Flickr, I looked for the weapon design of the fabric, and I try to copy it as much as possible. So I didn't follow this design right here. Of course, this is from the sample sticker from the Forum TTV thingy-majiggy, the topic on the Overlord Makuta. That's where I found this, but I didn't choose to copy this. Instead, I tried to copy the one from the actual official photos from LEGO. So that's that, and I have to say the design looks pretty cool, and I really like my artwork there. Well, not my artwork, sorry. My actual, I guess copying the actual image. It's pretty spot on. I really like it. Pretty clean there, and I have to say the cutting is pretty clean as well, and I'm pretty happy with that job, to be honest. But now the hardest bit is to somehow try and get these things onto the actual body and weapon, and I'm gonna have to somehow find a way. So there you have it, guys. There is the skirt now on his actual body, or I should say on his hips, or the front of his hips. And here is his actual weapon thingy, you know, his fabric thingy weapon right there. And that is pretty much that, guys. And there you go, guys. There is the Overlord Makuta 100% complete. Now, I am hoping that I actually have 100% accurately got him right. I'm not exactly sure. I'm about 99.9% sure that majority of the weapons and of course the build should be on point. Of course, I've done kind of my own customizations and attachments to him, but other than that, it should be the same exact build. I don't see why it should be different, of course, other than the actual mask itself and the other attachments that you see in front of me, but I'll be talking about that more in my review. One last thing, guys, I forgot to mention is the fact that I need to add in the Kanohi for Tahu, and I'll explain to you guys later as to why. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like my videos, guys. Subscribe to my channel. You know, I had to go through a lot just to try finish this build. Getting the order, of course, from Bricklink, the different pieces and parts. Putting together all of these videos just for you all, just to build the set, you know. It was a privilege for me to do that for you all, but of course I have to thank John Ho so much for giving us the official photos, and whoever actually passed on the instructions. Thank you so much for that. Big shout out to you all. Like I said, guys, please like this video, all 4 parts of the videos. I had to go through a lot, as mentioned, so it would be really great appreciated if you could support me, and by liking these videos as well as sharing my channel around and sharing the videos. That would be very greatly appreciated. Of course, with the Hero Polybag, guys, please keep sending in your mocks. It is really great that you guys are doing that, but keep it up, guys. Keep sending them to my email. I'm sure you know what it is, hamoomoo5@gmail.com, and from there I'll announce the winners later on in time. But for now, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. I will be talking to you all very soon. Bye-bye.